The Crosse School District is home to the first middle school of its kind in the state of Wisconsin. It's a new charter school called the Crosse Design Institute. In the first assignment education report of the new school year, we'll take a look at this hands-on, project-based curriculum, which has a goal of introducing students to the many different career paths in the working world.
I probably hire 10 blue-collar workers for every one white-collar worker.
The CEO of Inland Label and Marketing, Mark Glendenning, says he has jobs, but he needs to hire people who are trained to do the work.
I was disappointed with what seems to be a push for everybody to go to college, and really a lack of vocational and engineering-based or technical-based education in high school specifically.
In an effort to reach students who may not want to attend a four-year institution, Glendenning started having a conversation with the school district of La Crosse about the need for a new type of education. Longfellow Middle School principal Penny Reedy reached out.
Penny, unbeknownst to me, she was already going down the path of this new project-based learning.
And it's now taking place at the La Crosse Design Institute, which is housed within Longfellow Middle School.
The La Crosse Design Institute really concentrates on skill sets for students. Not only is it a design school in terms of maybe a student will be designing a new skateboard, maybe a student will be going after, designing a new fan or new parts for a computer. It doesn't necessarily have to be science and mathematics, but what it does is it provides the student with problem solving.
In fact, the students can design anything that interests them. Each student just has to make sure their design project meets the standards required for 7th and 8th graders by the school district of La Crosse.
These are skills that future employers are looking for, and we need to develop these skills of problem solving, accountability, and understanding their own learning.
How do you think that it looks?
For 8th grader Colton Jekyll, managing his own time and schoolwork is easy because he's able to choose projects that motivate him.
The nice part about choosing your own project is instead of just covering history, you get to cover history and science and how those two come together, and that's something that you have to do in the real world.
On top of that all, we're working right now with area businesses so that they're out in the business area once a week working on these design projects.
The research tells us that students who have an authentic audience tend to achieve higher, and that we don't want students just to do projects for their teacher or just to do projects for that A or B, but we want them to do projects that are bettering their community, that are bettering their role in their community, and to give them an understanding of what might be next for them.
So by providing an office-style atmosphere as a classroom and giving students the opportunity to manage their own interdisciplinary projects, the students are learning how the working world works.
For me, to see kids understand that these subjects have importance beyond memorization, that they have application to life, is incredibly important.
The curriculum in this school is identical to other middle schools in the school district of La Crosse. It's just learned in a different way.
Now, for those of us who have school-age children, we know how our kids are graded in school. Is the grading, I'm curious, any different at the Design Institute?
It is different. The students' projects are graded, and the teacher advisor makes sure each student has a full understanding of the district's required standards before they can move on to something. And also, the students have to defend their projects, a lot like a grad student would have to defend a thesis. And also, 4 times a year, students have to demonstrate what they've learned to an audience. So there are a couple of different ways. You know, they do the letter grades, but they also have a few different methods to kind of give them a feel of a business type of environment.
Very interesting. Another option for parents, again, for their kids.